And look at this, isn't this absolutely glorious? Last week we only got to meet one of the Birmingham boys, and on this live safari now we get to meet three of the dominant male lions in our little corner of the Greater Kruger National Park, an 8.5 million acre wilderness wonderland that we get to call home. Now, my name is Brent Leo Smith. I have my very good friend on camera, Brian Joubert, and we are the Killer Bees. And that means we hope to find you the best and most killer sightings. But also, Brian is helped ably by his very hard-working thumb, who got a bit confused this morning and put on a leopard print tie, and he probably should have put on a lion mane. Of course, this is live, so we never know what we're going to find out here. And lucky enough, we're with the beautiful Birmingham boys, and Jamie is with those incredible leopards. Isn't this just too amazing? Now, this is coming to you at the exact same time as we are seeing it. This is live from South Africa. And remember, if you want to ask us any questions, hashtag Safarilive. I would love to hear from you. So please send those questions through. Now, if you have been watching for the past, 4 weeks now, we're in the middle of your 8-week weekly dose of live African wildlife. We've only seen one of the Birmingham boys, and that's the one who's in frame at the moment. His name is Mfumo, which means the authority. And you can see he's got quite a nasty scar on his schnoz. And that is probably from fighting with one of his other coalition members, or from attempting to be amorous with a lioness who wasn't so amorous back. And that's what happened last week. And there, the next lion along there is called Tinyo, the tooth. And you can just see a scar on the top of his cheek there. And that was definitely from a lioness who wasn't feeling that amorous. And she split his lip, and you can see his tooth when he's sitting up. And then the third lion, which is quite exciting for me, is not one I get to see too often. And it looks like it is Nhenha. Nhenha means the warrior. So there's one missing. His name is Mtsogo, and that means gold. He's got a very golden mane. Now, these three lions control a massive part of this part of the world. They control about 20,000 acres, 3 different prides. Now, Chelsea's asked a very important question, because as you would have noticed, I am sitting incredibly close to these massive male lions. Chelsea would like to know, what is the limit to how close we go to the big cats? Now, Chelsea, these big cats have grown up with safari vehicles, so they are habituated. They don't see us human beings sitting in there. But this is about my limits. I'm never going to push further than that. But the wonderful thing about being out here is that the lions don't have any limits. So sometimes I've had them walking right here that I could actually almost touch them if I wanted to. And if the animals choose to come close to us, we let them. We don't force ourselves into their space. Now, of course, you've met James, you've met Jamie, and you've met me and Brian. But there's one more person you need to meet, and he's probably the